Welcome to Racers Now, and we are absolutely delighted to be joined by a Hollywood star. Not Hollywood, California, but Hollywood in Florida, where David Egan is riding at Gulfstream Park this winter on the outskirts of Miami. He's actually live from Gulfstream Racecourse right now, and he's got 4 rides today. So while we're absolutely freezing over here in England, David's living his best life in Miami. David, how are you?
Very good. I hear a little bit of jealousy in your voice there with the weather.
A lot.
It's very nice, but no, great to be back on the show, and hope you're all well.
Yeah, amazing to have you, like I say, just about half an hour from his first ride at Gulfstream today, which is pretty amazing. How are you finding life over in America in the winter? I think this is the second year you've done it, is it? Yep.
Yeah, I think that experience I had last year definitely was a big help. Uh, Not only for myself and my riding experience, but just getting to know people. I'm more of a familiar face, and no, I've got off to a really good start. I've had 11 winners so far in my first month here, and been busy, and hopefully try and get a few more before I come back at the end of February.
Yep, hopefully today. Is it so? It's just at Gulfstream. So you live in local to Gulfstream? Do you train there in the morning? What's this kind of setup you've got?
Yeah, so I live about 10 minutes from Gulfstream. The majority of my morning track work would be there. I do travel up to, there's a number of training tracks around South Florida that sort of private training centers that some of the other trainers train at. I go up there from time to time, but the majority of it is done at Gulfstream. I do travel to Tampa Bay Downs, which is about a 4 to 5 hour drive. I was there yesterday actually, and yeah, go there on some days where I don't have rides here. Could pick up some rides there, or sometimes we race here from Wednesdays to Sundays, and sometimes if they race on a what they call a dark day and they don't have racing here, I'll travel up there. So it's not something the American jockeys really do, but me being based in Europe, it's more the norm, and wherever I can go and try and get a winner, I try and take the opportunity.
So they race, did you say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all of those days in a row?
So this is like it's called the championship meet. Normally in the summer it goes to 3 days a week. In the sort of autumn time, when I came over here first, it was Thursday to Sunday, and now for the next 2 months it's 5 days a week. So it's pretty intense. Probably the busiest race schedule anywhere in the US at the moment, and for me it's brilliant because I can kind of get as many races as I can in the relatively short period of time that I'm over here.
And when are you coming back to Britain? Do you know yet?
I'll be back the end of February. So
perfect then, really, yeah.
I'm hoping for my sake it warms up just a little bit.
Yeah. Hope. Fingers crossed. Is there? I know you mentioned last year. Is there any other Brits out there with you riding?
No, so Oisin Murphy and Sean Levy were here last year, but I'm running solo, and thankfully for me, maybe being the only foreigner, at least if anyone wants to use the foreign jockey, at least it has to be me now, I suppose.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I think I remember you mentioned Sean last year. I think Oisin's been to as far as Wincanton. He had a ride at Wincanton on Boxing Day, I think. He's been to
didn't
South
do
Africa.
very well.
Well,
could have given him a quicker horse. I don't know if it was just trying to qualify for that series, or it was just going for a little education for Oisin. But
yeah.
at least he had a safe round anyway.
Horse and jockey, educational purposes, I think. Yeah. Just looking back on 2024, I would call it maybe somewhat of a transitional year for yourself, having moved away from Roger. First full year with Ammo Racing, plenty of trips to Ireland as part of that job as well. How do you reflect on 2024?
Yeah, so obviously started the year over here, which was obviously different for me. Great experience. Came back to England, as you said, rode a lot in Ireland, which probably took my numbers in the UK slightly down from previous years. Overall, I was happy with the way the season went. Obviously, plenty of success for Ammo Racing, along with other trainers that are big supporters of mine. One thing that probably lacked my season was a Group 1 winner. So that's probably the aim, to get back up to that sort of quality of horses. It's probably unlucky a lot of the horses I was due to ride had small injuries and things like that. So it's not through anyone's fault that we didn't get that success. But this is probably as excited I've been going into a year, both for myself and Ammo as a team, the way they've spent in the sales, it has to be an exciting year for everyone.
Yeah, I'm going to come on to the spending. The one word I wrote down yesterday in prep for this was unlucky, particularly with some of the Ammo horses, because the star player King of Steel was injured, now retired, of course. Elegant Man looked amazing on the all-weather in March and April, but couldn't really transfer that to the turf. Arizona Blaze hit the crossbar on multiple occasions. So yeah, just close but no cigar a lot of the time.
Exactly, and a horse that I really felt going into Royal Ascot, he was probably my best chance of riding a winner of the week, was Bucanero Fuerte in the Commonwealth Cup. He got a significant travel sickness injury on the way over, and he did run a couple of times since, but he was never the same. He never fully recovered, in my opinion. So he's obviously gone to stud, but that's another one that sort of got away and could have been another one. So hopefully there's some of them younger horses can fill them all the horses' boots now. They've moved on to stud.
Well, and there's plenty of them, because since you've been over in America, the boss, Kia Jarabchin, has been banging the news in the UK, spending millions and millions of pounds on yearlings at the sales, etc. Must be just an incredibly exciting time for you to be getting on those horses as 2025 progresses.
Yeah, very exciting. And look, from being part of the team, it's not a flash in the pan in any regard. He's been here for a while and spent money, but I think the way that he went into the sales this year just shows that we're here to stay, and it's that sales firepower is going to be here for a prolonged period of time, and it's more looking at our long-term future, buying a lot of fillies for the broodmare band now that he's got a lot of sires on the stallions on the ground now. So it's there's a real plan. It's not just throw money at the wall, that's for sure. So that's really exciting from a
And I
first
feel
office point of view.
Absolutely. I feel even more connected to you and the Ammo team now, because one of the guys that's been investing alongside Kia is the chairman and owner of Nottingham Forest, who I support. So I've Marinakis. So I feel even more connected to you. So I'm Team Purple all the way. Before we let you go, obviously we've got to ask you the normal question. I know it's very early in the year. What horse should we be taking note? What horse should we be taking from you to look forward to this year? I'll probably have to ask you again in March and April, but I'll get it in early this year.
Horse I really like for this year is Tuscan Hills. He's a horse who finished off the year winning the listed race at Pontefract.
Right.
And he's a horse I'm really excited about.
Right. Well, we'll take that. I'll note that down, and we'll probably get that in the description as well. So fantastic. Thanks for coming on. We'll look forward to keeping an eye on your winners. Hopefully, some more winners at Gulfstream, and we'll get you back on UK soil later in the spring.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Great. Thanks, David. Good luck. Cheers.